Okay, so boom. Do your arms look a bit flat, soft, or even smaller than you like? Well, if after countless hours in the gym, your arms still look as small as what's between your legs, then I have the solution for you. If you are after bigger, more defined, really popping arms like mine, lock in because I'm gonna share the secret with you to growing bigger arms. No fluff, just real actionable strategies. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I went from having non existent small biceps to having big, girthy, Kratos like biceps. First step, you need to focus on both the bicep and the triceps. Think about it, right? A year ago, my arm workouts were all over the place. I was doing random curls, random pushdowns, without any actually form of direction or understanding of how to actually do what I want to do. And the progress was, as you expected, non existent. I discovered the hard way that I wasn't training my arms effectively. How do I target my arms so that they're not only just tall, but wide as well? A lot of people totally overlook this, but here's the real deal. Your triceps make up two-thirds of your arm size. That means if you're not focusing on just okay, so like the thing is right, if you're only focusing on biceps, which most gym goers are, you're gonna see that the bottom part of your arm is gonna be flat right here, and then this part is gonna be tall. So it's gonna like be super uneven and not defined. Now imagine walking into the gym and you spot a guy performing half reps. They're not doing like the full range of motion. What do you think is gonna happen? Obviously he's not gonna grow his muscle, is he not? So let's actually break down what really works. Starting with biceps. To build peak and thick biceps, you need to incorporate a couple of essential exercises. This first up is barbell curls. Obviously, I don't have the weight on me, but I might put like a video up like showing me doing barbell curls. But in order for you to have the correct form, drop the weight, drop the ego. It is important for you to essentially do a weight that you can do about 12 times, 12 reps. Absolutely crucial for overall mass. And I don't recommend going heavy unless you can actually do heavy weights for 12 reps or to failure. And you want to be ensuring that you have a full range of motion, controlled movements, no swinging, no cheating, strict forms. Now, if you're like pushing past failure, fair enough, you can cheat just a bit just to kind of get that extra squeeze and full range of motion. But other than that, keep it simple, keep it strict, keep it simple. No swinging, none of that. Next, we have a different variation, dumbbell curls. There are like many different variations. There's incline dumbbell curls. There's the regular dumbbell curls where you sit down and then you kind of like. I've had dumbbells I'd show you, but I don't have them on currently. I might put like B-roll of me doing it. But why? They fix imbalances and kind of force you to work each arm either independently or simultaneously. And this is just better for symmetry because when you're focusing on like bicep curls and barbell curls, you're focusing on the overall size, like the mass of your arms. And this is just one section of improving your arms. The next the next exercise is fantastic for targeting your short heads, and that's preacher curls. Biceps essentially these kind of make the biceps pop more, and it kind of gives it more definition because there's like three ways to target your biceps. There's the long head, the short head, and then there's like the also like the tricep long head, right? With the preacher curls, again, you want to have correct form so that you don't like rip your tendons because like I've seen videos of people doing that. Correct form, correct weight, and just like with the bicep curls and the barbell curls, lower the weight and make sure you can have full range of motion. Squeeze because with biceps, it's important that you get full range of motion and squeeze properly. Then we have camel curls. This targets the brachialis, and it's a muscle that lays deep within the biceps. And this is what's gonna add width and thickness to your biceps. It's gonna make like this part stand out way more. That's what's gonna get you the actual like big bicep kind of look that you see a lot of bodybuilders and athletes have. Now let's actually move on to the biggest part of the muscle, or arm muscle, which is triceps. And this is where the real magic happens, because this is where you're gonna like gain the most size that will make your biceps look powerful. Now there is one exercise that you can actually incorporate that targets all heads. Pause. The close grip bench press is hard to beat. This compound movement activates all three heads. And this is kind of great because if you're targeting all three heads in one workout, one, you're making it easy on yourself, and two, you know that you're going to be kind of efficiently training every single head. Listen to my voice, oh my god. Making your arms look bigger in no time, pretty much. Like, it's gonna make it bigger easily. Then we want to follow up with tricep pushdowns, which are just like, you go to like the machine, you get the rope, and then like you kind of pull down. And make sure when you're doing tricep pushdowns, you're doing it with correct form and you're feeling it in your triceps and not on your shoulders, because people tend to kind of do bigger weights but then they don't have the correct form and then it messes up their shoulder. So before you go into the bigger weights, go on a lightweight and gently push down and see if you're feeling it in your shoulder. Always like put your hand on the muscle that you're training to see if you're feeling it, because that's the only way you're actually going to make progress. Next thing, if you want to train the long head, if you want to isolate the long head of your muscle, it is important to do skull crushers or a variation of skull crushers. There's like two variations. There's the extended one and then there's the bicep one as well. Bicep one? There's the dumbbell one as well. But I use the barbell. I don't use the dumbbell. So if you want to do the dumbbell, look it up because I don't do it. This kind of gives it a more shoe horse kind of look, if you understand what I mean. So it kind of gives you that kind of outer, more girthy kind of look. So it's not flat, it's kind of rounded out in a way that makes you look more aesthetic. Lastly, we are going to go over overhead triceps extension. These are great and cannot be overlooked. They're essentially as crucial for like filling out your triceps and giving you that kind of fuller, more clean, aesthetic look. Now that we've gone over the key exercises for both biceps and triceps, we need to figure out your diet, because your diet plays a huge role in how much your muscle grows. Now, a lot of people are going to recommend that you bulk, or you cut, or you have some big bulk. I don't recommend that. I recommend eating in a slight calorie surplus. Seriously, in order for you to actually make a good amount of muscle and not gain weight or fat, is to control how much you're eating. And the only way you're going to do that is not by bulking huge amounts. It's by bulking in small quantities of, let's say, 200 to 300 grams of protein every single day, and being in a calorie surplus of, let's say, 300 or more. Oh no, sorry, 300 or less. Between 200 and 300 is a sweet spot. So, what does this actually mean? You get into a calorie surplus if you're trying to build muscle of about 300. You aim for about 2 to 250 grams of protein every single day. You incorporate healthy fats like avocados, butter, nuts, Greek yogurt. And with proteins, stick to whole proteins like chicken, all kinds of chicken that aren't processed, by the way. Meat, so beef, lamb, turkey, all that kind of stuff. And with carbs, if you're trying to incorporate carbs, make sure they're whole carbs, like rice or potatoes. These are like the best ones because the nutrients in them are gonna help you build the muscle. And naturally, just carbs just retain more water, so you're gonna have more energy. So if you're ready to stop wasting time and finally build those thick, athletic moms, then I've got something for you. I have developed the SBS method, a complete training and diet recovery system designed to precisely help you achieve the results that you've so desired. So do not let another day go by of you not taking action. No more guesswork, no more wasted time. Start training smart, start eating correctly. And if you want to do that, click the link in the description below. In the description, there are two things. A link to my one-to-one coaching, which is a little bit more pricey, but if you want direct help from me, I will take you from a skinny fat or fat loser into a jacked, athletic, aesthetic guy. But if you can't afford it, fair enough. My ebook is like what, $35, and it teaches you everything. Though you will have to kind of manually do everything by yourself. I have a workout routine, a diet guide, exactly what muscles to train to get the aesthetic physique. So if you're interested, you know where to go. It's been your boy Ty. See ya.